entirely. Y'all. Stereo donos ain't even on. Like, I don't... It's not even that loud. Alright, yeah. We're switching to, mic mode. So if you'll give me 1 second to boot up the old girl. And yes, I am using MediBang, but no, it is not an updated version. I'm just making do with the layers. Alright, Stu. Pop out chat so I can say it. Alright. Okay, I should change the, gotta edit the title. Mic is on now. There we go. Oof. Okay, background, but there we go. Okay, so it's the same background as here, but since this is during the, I'm just using fight scene in air quotes. It's going to be slightly darker. You want to be an animator too, just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to animate really either. See, what on my animations, it's literally just freeze frames. But if you play it all together in like succession and you do it fast enough on like any sort of editing program, it'll look like it's animating, or it'll look like you've animated it. Now, like frame by frame animation, I don't know how to do that either. In fact, well, I do know how to do it. You draw each movement frame by frame, usually on 2s, sometimes 12 frames a second, sometimes even 24 if you're crazy. But I am only one person, so I'm just doing freeze frames. The freeze frame. Alright, the thing doesn't show up until here. So I'm gonna put it on a completely different folder. I'll just say the black. Because that's gonna be its own thing. How do you freeze animation? Because let's say that's what I'm gonna have to do. How do you do the freeze animation? Well, I don't have an animation program. I have MediBang and Movavi. So to make it look like a freeze frame or whatever, you just have the frame in Movavi playing for like a second or 2 seconds even. Oh my god. What are they barking at? It's days like this that drive me to drink. Oh, so how do I lower the opacity? There's the opacity button there. And it just lowers it. It's very simple. Alright, now half of the black. This doesn't have to be too crazy. Hang on, let me bring up my thumb. Where are they? Okay. Oh, it appears here and then yoink. Okay. It has onion skin. Really? When did MediBang do that? I know Fire Alpaca has an onion skin mode, which I used a few streams ago for doing a walk cycle, which was fun. Out there in the cold, getting warmer, getting warmer, can you hear me? Hey you. I don't think I'm gonna be doing the backgrounds, like coloring the background for this one. Maybe the I'll color in Rune for a second. Like the character, I'll color her in because she's grayscale. But I don't know what I'm all up for, because I worked a lot yesterday off stream and my body literally started to hurt. Updated a while ago, don't know how long ago. Fire Alpaca updated on the 20th. You know, their UI has a glitch with the brushes. Oh, that's annoying. I haven't gotten any notifications saying I need to update MediBang or Fire Alpaca, so usually when there's an update, they put a little, you need to update. But my computer's also been going haywire because of the Windows 11 thing. And I hate Windows 11. I'm not updating to Windows 11 if I can help it, but it just might force me to. Yeah, I probably should check their websites. I'm making do with this. I did this pre-update. All you do is you just layer the frames and then switch the opacity, like up and down. Onion skin mode does help because it color codes what layer's on top. $50. No, I'm sticking with the free version. No, thank you. Alright, that one's good. Oh. This one wasn't in my thumbnail, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. I do know it grabs her by the neck. Whatever it is. I don't know if they live stream anymore, but Tennille Flowers used to live stream a lot, and they were like, they used Toon Boom Harmony for their animations. They were like the real animator that I watched. Honestly, you don't need a college education to be an animator. All you really need is a drawing program, an editing program, and the ability to use copy paste. That's pretty much it. I mean, if you go back in the VOD with, like, after I end stream, which the VOD will also be posted on YouTube, all I did to keep the head and chest consistent for all of these frames was just copy paste the head and chest, and then just use the transform tool to move it around. Oh yeah, starting out with GIFs, whatever you want to start out with, yeah. I did something like that a long time ago. Those animations are gone now. I have yeeted them from existence. But one animatic still exists on my channel. And that's because the one I'm working on, is the sequel to that one. That's on my YouTube channel, which is, shameless plug, linked in the About page. Does it crawl? No, it grabs her. It's the black doesn't work like a physical being, but it can crawl and chase. You know, it's like living shadows, not like evil slime that chases you. Even though that, I mean, it's not slime because it's literally just a black void. Copy, paste. Erase that bit since it's gonna be covered. Ooh. She's fighting it over here. I should show it. Wait, no, that's gonna be for the background. For the background, the black moves in at the same time, but for the foreground... these bitches, it's going to be slightly different. I guess you could say the black kind of works like the demon curse from Princess Mononoke. But not really, but it is slowly taking over. Is the background in a folder too? Yep. For this one, yes, the background, it's in its own separate folder because I need to save the background in order for this animation to work as its own separate PNG file, and then save these as separate files so that when I put them in the animation program, the background doesn't move. It's just her. It just makes it easier. So you don't have to worry about the background jiggling unwanted. Unless you want the backgrounds to jiggle a little bit or to boil, as it's called. But I don't. Because that kind of stuff pisses me off. That's the wrong file. Okay, it's not her. Oh, okay, yeah, she's also crying. But wait! Who's in the other? Okay, no, it's just here for a bit. And in the next frame, it's not there anymore. Because shush, don't look at the man behind the curtain. don't pay attention to that. Okay. All right. We gotta keep all of that separate and keep track of everything. Oh my god. Alright. It is the one issue of having your line art separate. It does help, but when you're a coloring man, whew, that's gonna be an issue. Oh well. Oh, also, I'll say this for now, and so I can have it on record to remind me later. I will not be editing on stream anymore. I listened back to the VOD where I was editing, and my goodness, it was real. My computer was really struggling trying to keep up with the audio. I heard the audio glitching. Now, I don't know if that was just my computer that was having the audio glitches, or if that was the VOD. Like, if that was the VOD as a whole. Because if so, I do not want to risk my computer exploding. So I will not be editing on stream anymore. Unless I get a new computer or a different program that doesn't have, take as much as a CPU haul. So since this is in verse 2, this is before that. You know what's really gonna be sad? I'm gonna work so hard on these frames, and they're only gonna be on screen for 0.05 seconds, and no one's gonna see them. Oh well. I'll know they're there. They're there? What? I'll know about them. And y'all will know about them. Actually, I should do the backgrounds. Well, no, it's gonna get done anyway. You know what's funny? This bit, for the verse when you had not touched me yet, I only got 3 frames. And it's gonna last longer than this bit, which is 4 frames. Hey, but it'll look cool. Hope. Hey you, don't help them to bury the light. Yeah. Given without a fight. I was just listening to that song when my mic was off, so it's on my mind. Oh, shy. Okay, yeah, I should. There we go. One piece of advice I will give that I do not follow: never, ever double caffeinate when you're trying to get something done, especially something like line art that requires you to be true and steady. Because, holy heck, you will be shaky. And you'll get irritated. Excuse me. What the heck? Oh, my dog is snoring and it's just a whistling. Not to ride along with you when you had not touched me yet. Oh, take me back to the night we met. I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met. Oh my god, the layers for the... No, unless I save... Oh my god, the layering. The layering is gonna drive me crazy. Crazy. No, that was not permission to start. That was not permission to start. On the bright side, if these frames go by fast enough, no one will notice how shit I am at drawing hands. So, shh, that's our little secret, chat. Our little secret. Don't look at the hands. Oh, there's another one I need to do. That one's gonna take a... Well, that one's at a different angle, too, so that one I would need to start over. Okay, I'm gonna finish this one, and then I'll bring that one up. Just so we can at least get started on it. Because most of the other frames for the rest of the animation, except one, are going to be mostly still PNGs that I move around in the program. And like, okay, this one, where she breaks free and then runs towards her past self. Now, yeah, the one other shot that will take more frames is this one. And this one's gonna be hard because it's going to take lip syncing. So, actually, drawing the lip syncing won't be hard. Getting the timing right in the editing program, that's going to be a little bit harder. Everything else for the rest of the shot is going to be pretty minimal, perhaps. This frame is going to take me 5 years to do by itself, because it's a bouquet of flowers. And I can't draw flowers to save my life. before we get too carried away with all that, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Another reason why you should never double caffeinate. It's double the pee. Alright, be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'm back, and I already forgot what we were doing. Yeah, we were, do I have that file? No, I don't. Wait, no, it's in verse 3. Here it is. Alright. It's at a different angle, but it's slightly shifted. So if I can activate my dyslexia brain and think in 3D. So the tree will be... a branch. With a bush. Oh my god. Elias. Your nose, man. Elias, please. Your nose. Elias. Your nose, man. It's whistling really loud. It's piercing. I'm sorry, puppy. Oh my god, his nose is whistling so... It's hitting just the right frequency to piss me off. Alright, anyways, sorry. Ignore my old dog. Actually, in order for it to be on that angle, what it has to be is like this. And then, okay, and then this is back here. Yeah, dyslexia 3D brain. Woo! If you don't know what I'm talking about, it has been... Excuse me. I'm also drinking Monster on top of drinking coffee. Viking berry is a really good flavor. If you like Monster but you haven't had Viking berry, I highly suggest it. It's really good. Anyway, people with dyslexia can think in 3D. Apparently that's why we get words mixed up all the time, because we're thinking in 3D and our brains just shift the words around, especially words that just are flip-flops of each other. So that's why reading on a two-dimensional space is a little bit hard for us. And I can reformat an image in my brain, but when it comes to like drawing it, I have a little bit of trouble. And then the rest is like that. Yeah, because the sketches is like this. But that doesn't need to be line art, because this can just be geometric shapes. Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Okay, now the plan here for this shot, because she notices, she's caught, oh no. Pan up, when the night was full of terror. Big swarm of evil butterflies comes out of the tree, and your eyes were filled with tears. They descend on her. She fights off. She's still struggling with the blood, getting choked out by it. When you had not touched me yet. Take me back to the night we met. Past and present are colliding now. So then she, boom, breaks free, inadvertently getting a haircut, and runs in time with beat. That is going to be difficult, because there's at least 10 beats. I'll have to go to the original file and count it. And then we get closer to her past self. I hope it's clear just in the video by itself that the two people in the video is the same person, but one is past and one is present. I really hope that reads well. To tie back to the original animation, the old Rune, I'm coloring her and trying to draw her in the same hairstyle and using the same color. But I don't know if it reads well. As long as I try to at least keep their face, like their jaw and their nose the same. If their nose is the same, you can kind of get away with drawing them slightly differently and it still be the same character. It's also the same, a bit of advice. If you want to draw siblings, where you want to make them look different but similar enough to where people can look at them and go, oh, siblings, without just giving them the same color palette, draw their nose the same, or give them the same ears, if you draw ears. I do not. But, give them the same nose, or some sort of feature that ties them in together. Because I don't have the exact same nose my sister does, but our face shapes are very similar. Which is why whenever we go out somewhere, people are like, "Are you two twins?" It's like, no. Okay, so this, she needs to be slightly smaller. Because she's way back here. Okay. This is gonna be the final frame, like, as close as she... Maybe? I don't know. So this is gonna be like... I don't know. Let me count the ways. Okay, this frame is gonna last a little bit longer because I want to emphasize this is the change. But I do also... Flash between their eyes. I want a frame. It's gonna be very short. But I do want a frame of... Let's just erase this. Of Rune. Standing here. Just very... And then, you know... I want to break free. I want to break free. Maybe, I don't know. It depends on the timing. See, the timing is something I struggle with. And it's an issue that you're gonna have when you're using not an animation software. Because like, if you're using an animation software, you could just put the frames on top of the music. And then just draw the keyframes. And then work on the in-betweens. But when you're not doing that, you're just drawing the PNGs and man, I hope this is enough to be on beat, because if not, I'm gonna have to go back and add some. And just guess at how long, or like, how, like, if it's enough. Now, this one is gonna be this, like, when you had not touched me yet. Because there's a... When you had not touched me yet. So is it when you had not touched me yet? That's at least 3, like, da-da, 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 da. Okay, that's more 4. When you had not touched me yet. Me yet can be 1. So that's basically 3. But I made the same mistake in verse 1 when I thought traveler was 3. I thought it was traveler. But no, it's just traveler. So I drew 3 frames here and I didn't need to. It's like, damn! I am not the only traveler. See, that's how he sings it, but every other time he's like, I thought it was... Anyway. Who has now repaid his debt? I've been searching for a trail to... I always get the timing wrong on this one, because I'm like, for a trail to follow. Like, I know the words, but the rhythm is slightly off in my mind. Again, take me back to the night we met. Whoops. And then I can tell myself what the hell I'm supposed to do. And then I can tell myself not to ride along with you. And then I skip the chorus. Go straight into the third verse. When the night was full of terror. Is it terror or terror? I don't know how he says it. And your eyes were filled with tears. I did animate the tears moving on this one, so that was technically 2 frames instead of the 1. It's gonna be interesting. When you had not touched me yet, oh, take me back to the night we met. Dun, 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 dun. Chorus. Between here and here, I know there's going to be at least 2. Jump. She. I don't know what shoes she's wearing. Because I didn't know her dress was done to get ripped. When I first designed her, I had no idea. Thought, oh, it'd be funny if this version of Rune, by the end, looks closer to current version of Rune, aka me. So it's like, somehow she gets a haircut and gets different sleeves to signify that she's getting closer to... like, she's gone through another transformation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Almost jumped out of my skin. Dude, okay, like... stupid, like, piece of cat hair or something floated down in front of my face. I thought it was a spider. No, it was just some freaking cat hair. Okay. Here. She jumps. She pulls away. Okay, the head actually needs to be down here. She pulls away. Gets her hair snipped by the, oh, that was kind of goofy. Just adding this here. Kind of signify. And then I'm just gonna have it, next frame, it's just gonna be gone. It's just gonna be gone. You're on fault. So, jump. Land, because in actuality, if we were to draw this frame by frame, she would jump forward, land on this foot here, spin on this heel, to bring the rest of her body around so she can turn and then run straight at the camera. So that would be like, oh my god, that would be so much. But we're not doing that because this is an animatic, not an animation. We can get away with it being kind of just implying the movement. So what I'm gonna do for this frame, it's gonna look kind of goofy, maybe, but I'm gonna draw left, right, and then like just copy, like it's gonna look like that, and then small, and then doon 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 big. So what I just might do is draw the 2 frames, and then just in the editing program, scooch them, like make them bigger. Just scoot, 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 scoot. I might just do that. That would probably, yeah, that would be so much simpler. Alright. Background. There we go. I probably will draw the split-second frame of her, like, right before she breaks free. Just to show it's more of an act of will. I'm gonna use smaller line art. Here we go. Wait, should I try and draw it from up here first? Because trees start from the ground and then move their way up. Oh yeah, that looks so much better. Yeah, there we go. Range of motion. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Start from the ground, work your way up. 'Cause that's how trees grow. There we go. It's okay if the bushes don't look the same. We're not... No one's watching. No one's watching the bushes. So don't drive yourself into a tizzy over it. I mean, these ain't the best of bushes, it's just how I draw them. There we go. I don't know, and this might be the case, but I don't know if it actually is, but sometimes I approach an illustration, I take the Bob Ross route. Like, if something's not looking quite the way I want it to, I'm like, maybe Yeah, shoot, let's do it. Maybe there's just a big old tree that lives back here. And you do have to make the noises. Very necessary in creating your world. I didn't grow up with Bob Ross, but I did watch, like, a bunch of his videos. Like, when I first discovered Bob Ross, it was like, oh my god, how did no one tell me about this? Lighting. I need to think about lighting, because these scenes, it's gonna be a lot of green lighting. And don't worry, anyone who's getting very excited, this illustration is going to be its own stream. And I'm only saying that because I want this to look the best it can. Which is very unfortunate because there's a hand almost center stage with this one. And as we have seen throughout this entire stream and every other live stream, I don't do hands very well. Every little tree tells a story. There we go. Just adding that to imply the depth, the background, as it goes back that away. Just gonna add... Oh, what the hell. I might as well add some line art. Just to give these shapes some form. There we go. Just to give it a little something. Just a little extra something. There we go. Just give it a little zap. Alright, now... I'm going to just fill out the anatomy a little bit on this one. Because I've been so particular about the anatomy for the whole thing. Well, I actually have been particular about the anatomy. I don't know what this hand is doing back here. But we'll just say it's doing that. Lord, have mercy. Okay, there we go. No, don't want it to look like a diaper. But we also have to cover the bum. There we go. Okay, ankle's a little bit too long. So if we, there we go. Move it up. And then move this leg up slightly. Because that's where her thigh is. There we go. And let me see, what did I have? I don't actually show her feet anywhere else. Just here. So I am going to be on the spot deciding what her shoes look like. And I'm just going to decide that they look like that. There we go. What happened? Why is, like, all of my tech was like none of it working? Oh shit, why'd I do that? Oof. Some bad news, chat. Apparently, it's gonna snow soon. Yeah, I know. I was hoping it would wait till after Thanksgiving to snow, because I got family coming over, and they need to get over the mountains. And they can't do that if the passes are closed. I don't think it's gonna snow, though, because it's like 41 degrees and mostly sunny here, so I think it might just rain, and if it does snow, it's gonna snow like a little bit tonight, and then melt the next morning. At least that's what it looks like in my area. I don't know about anywhere else, but yeah, it looks like it's supposed to snow. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, and the grown one too. Whoa. There we go. Yeah, because that's where the nostril is, and the eyes line up. The corner of the eyes and the nostrils line up. There you go. even when she breaks, in later shots, not in these ones because they were too minimal, but in like the chorus here, I show that she still got some black around her. Which might be a reference to the choker my Sona's currently wearing. We can stick with that, just make a... There we go. Centered. Ooh, that's the wrong one. I actually draw her feet differently. Show that she's like in the air. Like that. Maybe that'll work. I did have the idea of her, like, jumping away. Like, snap. You can see how it's ripping her dress, but how it cut her hair. Maybe it's like The Thing, and it was digesting her. Who knows? I certainly don't. And I'm the author of the journals. Now it's ripped just above the elbow, or at the elbow. What is that dog barking at? Oh, I think FedEx is here. I can just drop the package off. It's no biggie. I forgot to do the... Is it... Ooh, was that a conscious choice, or did I genuinely just forget to draw it? I can't tell. Oh, it actually is gone. That is a conscious choice. Okay. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Is a conscious choice. So that means it also breaks here. So I'll need to add a layer for the background to show it holding the bits right here. Okay. Excuse me. Hey. Hey, shush, shush. Guys. I'll be right back. I need to check that out. Hey. Psycho-ass dogs. People can't even deliver packages in peace without some stupid Chewini losing their goddamn mind. Doopy doo doopy doopy sleep down da doopy doo doo. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. A tangent. Oh, my art career is over. I accidentally drew a tangent. Oh no. How will I ever recover from this? Here's how you recover from having tangents in your artwork. You don't give a shit. There you go. Now, now. But seriously, if you don't want tangents in your artwork, and that's two lines that don't meet but they intersect or something like that, you just shift things a little. So the way some people treat, like, tangents and whatnot, or like the 180 rule, if you break those, people treat it like you've just committed, like you've just kicked a puppy or something like that. Like a cardinal sin. Like, it's... you bestues? Yes, it is annoying. It's a tangent in art, but it's not like, you know... It's not that big a deal, is what I'm trying to say. People who freak out are like, oh my god, you did this. Yeah. Chill. And if you encounter one of those people, do not engage. You're just better off not... you're better off without that headache. Just let it happen once. People have the right to free will. Have the right to free speech. But if they keep commenting and coming at you with the same shit, then you say, hey, not really gonna... not interested in your unsolicited advice? Please stop. If they continue, block them. Just block them. You don't have to argue with people or engage with them. If they're, like, saying something about you or about something you like. You don't have to engage. In fact, it's better if you don't engage. Like the, weird example, like the Thanators in, Avatar on Pandora. Don't shoot, you'll piss it off. Wait, no, not the Thanator, the rhino things. Don't shoot, you'll piss it off. It wasn't a Thanator. What were they called? The rhino things. They were kind of cool. Boom. I'm flying away. I saved, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna save again anyway. I don't care. That's one thing you don't want. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the rest of this bit, but it's been 3 hours. And I did say at the beginning of stream, well, I did type in the beginning of the stream that this was gonna be about 3 hours. So, it was a late stream anyway. I am probably going to end it here. and then we'll start up again Wednesday. Either it's gonna be at a different part because I'm just gonna do the coloring for this off stream, and then upload. I can't. Then, especially this bit, I'm gonna do this bit so I can upload it into the program, and then edit it, and then move this background over here. Get that all figured out. Maybe get started on this because this is going to be far away, so very minimal detail. These are just going to be plain illustrations. Except this. And then maybe I could get started on the outro later. Because I wanted to finish this before December, and I don't think that's gonna happen, especially with Thanksgiving being this weekend. But, like, next week, for sure, I plan on at least getting all the art finished next week. If it's gonna be posted next week, I have no idea. I still have to finish editing, like putting it all together and then tweaking the timing, which is gonna take literal days to do. So yeah. That needs to get finished. It needs to get finished and then colored and then rendered. And then this needs to get drawn. And then we are more than we are more than halfway done. Which I thought I was way far behind, but then I remembered I'm actually farther ahead of schedule than I thought I was, which is awesome. Next stream, Wednesday, 11 o'clock, hopefully. Today's stream started later than I initially intended because I slept in. That's it. I slept in. So, yeah. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Typically around 11 o'clock Pacific time. But sometimes I'm early, sometimes I'm later. Around-ish. 11-ish. All the VODs, most of the VODs are posted later up on YouTube. If I'm going like full non-verbal first stream, I don't bother posting it on YouTube. But for this one, since we went half and half, I'm gonna figure something out. Anyway. Thank you to the new followers. I don't have your names on display. What are your names? Thank you to ZT Blader, which I think that's Zenti Blade on YouTube. Great to see you again. And Cat Eternity 2.0 or 2.0. I don't know how you or Cat. Thank you for joining. For the follow. Much appreciated. Anyway. Yeah, it's just gonna be about it, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye. I gotta pee again.